Well, Uniscapers is but one of the names that we'll be talking about today with our car guy, Ciro this year. We're talking about the greatest names in South Africa in terms of motoring sport, and why these people should be celebrated because they have contributed a great deal to what we have out there in the car world. And Ilona just mentioned it right now, Ciro. Uniscapers. Is motoring so big in South Africa? Is it big? We're talking car designs, we're talking motoring sport.
Yeah, well, the thing is, when I was researching for this segment, I actually found some of the most fascinating people who are all South African, who are all contributing incredible amounts to the motoring world.
Yeah.
The thing is, we don't really hear about them because they're kind of hidden away in the corporate structures of these massive companies.
This is true.
And yes, South Africa is big on the motoring map. We make probably just over 500,000 cars a year in this country, but they don't get designed here. So we don't really hear about these people very often, and they're so interesting.
Uniscapers. Talk about it.
Yeah, so the first person today to chat about Uniscapers started off at Ford, born in Priska in Karoo, which I'm told is a very, very small town.
Yeah.
She is the interior designer on, listen to this, the Porsche Cayenne, the Porsche, there she is, the Porsche Carrera GT, which is a car that I still drool over. It came out about a decade ago. Then she went over to Audi. She did the TT, the R8, the A5, and now she's at Volkswagen and she was in charge of the new Polo. So if you think about how many people drive Polos around the world, millions of people see and touch our, it's the South Africans' work every day.
That's crazy. And when you think about where she comes from, Priska in the Karoo, I haven't even heard of that town. So it clearly says wherever you come from doesn't determine where you end up. But another great name that we have to celebrate, Pierre Ter Blanche.
Okay, Pierre Ter Blanche. So many South Africans would probably know Gordon Murray. Now, he's famous for that McLaren F1, which was 3-seater, had a central seat and 2 seats to the side.
For the baby in the middle.
It was actually the driver's seat in the middle. So, incredible supercar. But in terms of super bikes, Pierre Ter Blanche is a bit of an uncelebrated hero. In fact, if you liked a Ducati in the 90s and 2000s, chances are that Pierre Ter Blanche had a hand in it. So he designed one of my favorite bikes of all time. And let me make this clear. I don't like bikes. But
so that's saying something.
I still lust over this bike. It's called the Ducati 999. We do have a picture of it kicking around in the back room there.
There it is. What a beauty.
Yeah, what a beauty. So he was in charge of that for a very, very long time. Really, really cool story. He's unfortunately not there anymore, though.
Yeah. Well, another name that you might probably have a difficult time spelling while you're Googling it, Johan De Nation.
I know. I was asking around backstage, how do I pronounce this guy's name? Johan De Nation. Well, whatever your name is, sir, we salute you. He has had an incredible run in the business world of cars. So he was born in KZN. He studied at what is now Nelson Mandela Metropolitan University in PE and at Tux. Then he went over to, started off at BMW, went over to Japan, headed up Audi Japan, headed up Lamborghini Japan. Then he went over to the States, headed up Audi of America, which is quite a big company.
Yeah.
Then he was asked to head up Infinity Global for Nissan, and now he's just been poached by General Motors to head up Cadillac Global. He is the head of Cadillac for the whole world.
That's incredible.
He's from PE.
And
no,
then
he's from UKZN, sorry.
Be careful with that. But speaking about future prospects, you were telling me about Calvin van der Linde.
Yes.
Talk more about him.
Okay, Calvin van der Linde is our next great hope for an F1 driver. There he is. He hasn't even started shaving
yet.
Number
1 already.
Yeah, probably still dealing with spots, He's just turned 18. He was the youngest ever winner of the Volkswagen Scirocco Cup.
Yeah.
He won that in his rookie year as well, so take that, everyone else. Then he's just won the GT Masters Championship in Germany in an Audi R8. So when guys are racing Audi R8s that they
you've got that kind of ching.
Yeah. But he's got some competition. Listen to this. This year, his younger brother Sheldon became the youngest South African ever to win a saloon car race at the age of 14.
What on earth are the van der Lindes feeding their kids? We need to have some of that.
It's 4 years until he can get a license to drive on the road, but he won a race.
And he can probably teach us and school us on driving a little bit. But that's very, very exciting news. Well, Calvin van der Linde, if you're watching, we are all proud of you, what you've done, and we are hoping that you will make your dreams come true and fly the South African flag high. Sir, thank you very much. As always, much appreciated.
Pleasure. Thanks.
Check that out, man. Yeah, I think clear evidence that no matter where you come from, you can take yourself anywhere if you are willing to work hard enough. Leigh-anne, over to you.